So in today's video, I'll be making the smallest and most OP money making farm ever on the Donutsmp. I'm talking like $560 million plus in 1 hour. And it is crazy. Watch to the end to see all the math and what you will need to know about this farm. Let's jump into it. Alright, so the plan is to just RTP in Oceania until you find good cores like 150k plus, negative 200k, just one of those. Make sure they're like that, and just keep RTPing until you find good chords, and make sure there's no player activity in the area. And your base should last about a month and a half, maybe if you're lucky. Let's get into it. All right, this is where we're gonna build the farm. I'm not gonna show how I got here though because I don't want to get found. But let's buy a drill and get started. Okay, I don't want to make you guys bored, so we'll just skip to the building. All right, I got all the materials. Let's get building. My bad, I forgot to hit record, but we're about more than 80% done. Alright, so the farm is done. Now, there's going to be a couple things you need to do. You will need to get some shulker shells. So you're going to want to go in here. And then you're going to want to find the crafter and make sure it's set up exactly like this. So you'll put a chest in the middle. And then you will put shulker shells on the side. So make sure it shows shulker boxes. And you will do exactly as I'm showing you. Get your shulker shells. Then you're going to want to do this and make sure it's exactly like that. And then this part is optional, but there's all these chests. So you'll put chest in these three. So you'll put all your chests in these three. Now normally you would fill this up, each and every single one of these up with chests, but I'm not going to do that. So you'll put chests in the top ones, remember. And then you will get your shulker shells. And you will put them in these back chests right here. You will do the same on both sides. Okay, and that's all you have to do with this. So now you have to set up the crafters to make hoppers, and so you will go under here. You will fill in all these boxes and put iron in each one except for the middle one. And if you don't do that, it'll all be messed up. So just make sure you put iron in each and every one of those boxes. Okay, I just got done with all these crafters, and now you have to add chest here. But remember, if you run this farm, there's going to be lights inside that tell you when it needs more stuff. But if you run this farm until it's completely out, most likely what will happen if you have extra resources, like this would happen right here, and it won't be able to craft a hopper. So if you run this farm until it just doesn't craft anymore, then this would probably happen. You'll have to go through each crafter and set it up and put everything back exactly how this is right here. I'm gonna put chests in each one, and then it should be good. Okay, the farm should be ready to turn on and fill up. So let's TP back in there, and we'll see how much it makes. So what you're gonna do is, this is your control room. This is just for shulker stuff. This is fine if you have a full, but if these lights are off, then you need to fill it back up or the crafters won't work. But let's go ahead and fill up the stuff. Okay, so I think I accidentally overfilled it, but it's okay. It'll be fine. Now this is not enough iron ingots, but this should be good enough to show you how the farm will work. Okay, so we will start a timer. The timer should be at the top left of the screen. And we'll do until it runs out, but we'll see. We'll do a 1-minute timer first, and we'll see how much this will make in 1 minute. Let's flick this lever and get started. Look at all of that money. Yeah, that's 1 minute right there. Let's go see how much this made. I already have a shulker box right there. That's pretty good. So we will come up here and break these boxes. And let's see how much we made in 1 minute. So right here, I had forgot to grab the shulker box out of the dropper, and there was about $3.6 million in that one. So let's add that to the total. This is to see maximum profit right here. It should all be empty, so we'll go back to home free. And let's see how much we made in 1 minute. So we'll put all of these in. 4.7. That's not even all of it. Hold up. But that's just insane. That is insane right there. And yeah. But that's pretty good. I'm gonna run this until it's out, and I'll see you guys then and see how much money we made off this. That's my bad. I forgot to replace those shulker boxes, so it's probably overfilling right now. But this should make us at least over maybe 80 mil. So it's been about 5 minutes. Let's turn it off and see how much we made in about 5 minutes here. Let's go up here and check and see how much iron we have left. Hopefully it's a good amount. Oh wow. Oh, see, here's what happened. I left it on for way too long. And now all of it's messed up. So you gotta make sure you don't leave it on. It's not gonna take that long though. It's just some of them still have stuff, I think. I don't know which ones, but just make sure you don't leave it on for too long or this will happen. So if it's completely full, you'll be fine for about like maybe 8 minutes. So if you completely fill this farm up, it will all be gone in 8 minutes. So let's see how much we made in 5 minutes. So let's mine this up. Okay, let's see how much we have in here. Oh yeah, look at all these. That's how insane this farm is. In 5 minutes, I made all of this. So if we go into orders, see how much we made. So the farm actually quit working because I didn't put enough in there. So the total profit is actually $47 million if it would have kept running in 5 minutes. So this made $41 million in 5 minutes. Alright, so this is like all the math you'll need. So 301 hoppers can be crafted in 1 minute with one crafter. And there's 15 crafters, so you times that by 15, you'll get 4,515 hoppers in 1 minute. So if you times that by 60, you will make over 270,000 hoppers plus in 1 hour. That's crazy. Now if you times that by 2.1 thousand, you will make $568 million. Now, that was the price at the time of the recording. So this number will always be changing. If you times that by 24, you will make $13.6 billion a day. Now, this is just, you have the iron golem spawners and you have a tree farm to provide for this. So you'd probably need over probably 600 iron golem spawners. I have no idea, but that's how much you'll need. But if you were to order, it would cost around $1,500 for 5 iron, which is how much you need for one hopper. And for one chest, it's $161. So, you would have to order that too. And you add those. Just make sure, well, you would make $439 of profit for this. And then you times that by 270, you would make $118 million an hour, $2.8 billion in 1 day. But just make sure if you're ordering the materials, let's say iron goes for like 250 or whatever, you times that by 5 and then you add your chest, which might go for 150. I don't know. You add those, you get like, I don't know, just like 1.5k. Just make sure when you reorder the hoppers, make sure they're above what you spent, or else you'll just lose money. So if you spent $1,600 on the materials and hoppers are 1,500, then you'll lose $100 each one. So just make sure it's like hoppers are more than what you paid for it. And for that, I mean, you'll just, yeah. And prices are always changing, so I mean, these numbers will always be changing. Like $568 million would be changing depending on prices, but I mean, $13.6 billion in 1 day with this tiny of a farm, that's just insane. Now, this farm will be posted in my Discord. Like the schematic will be posted, so the link is in the bio for my Discord, and make sure to leave a like, comment if I should add anything or make it smaller, and subscribe. Have a good day.